It has never been more clear. The Rangers still need scoring punch in their top 12 and only have less than $1 million to spend. Their best option at the moment is to look for a solution within the organization. Will one of their highly touted former first-round picks step up? I break it down here in just a moment on another sizzling edition of Rangers Digest. Welcome back to Rangers Digest. We are built for blue shirt fandom, and I am your host, Bret Botfeld. It is great to be back with you guys on another glorious, fun Friday, the 25th of July. Man, the summer is just flying by. But before we get into today's video, a quick reminder that about 77% of you who currently watch these videos are still unsubscribed to the channel. So what are you guys doing? Please hit that free subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date with everything New York Rangers. Not only that, guys, so you could be part of something special here at Rangers Digest. Let's waste no more time and hop right into today's video. Obviously, it has been a busy offseason for the Blue Shirts, highlighted by that splashy Vladislav Gavrikov signing, but the Rangers still have work to do. There are still marginal moves that have to be made, but the reality of the situation is, guys, they only have $777,000 to play with. So the fact of the matter is, unless the Rangers trade a Carson Soucy and free up that cap space, or somebody else, the Rangers have to work with what they got. They need to get creative, and they need to finally develop a player that we're going to talk about here in just a moment, who's already played a handful of NHL games, another player who hasn't played as many, but is certainly one of the highest rated prospects in the entire NHL. So the Rangers really need to get these guys going so they could be prominent contributors for the team this season. Let's talk about who they are. Here's an article from ForeverBlueShirts.com. For one youthful and promising New York Rangers forward, the time should be now. For another slightly less experienced one, anything the Blue Shirts get out of him at the NHL level this season is probably gravy. Yet despite their having played only 30 combined NHL games, the Rangers will be counting on a significant step forward from Brennan Othmann and or Gabe Perreault in 2025-26. Without that happening, chances are the depth problems up front that have plagued the Blue Shirts for the past few seasons will continue to drag them down. So as you can see, the Rangers need Brennan Othmann or Gabe Perreault to step up. Obviously, it would be great if the both of them could turn into big-time contributors this year. Maybe Mike Sullivan can form, a kid line 2.0 of Parsonen, Othmann, and Perreault. That would be great. Obviously, we saw it under Gerard Gallant, with Lafreniere, with Kakko, with Hedel. So this would certainly be the kid line 2.0, but we have to walk before we could run here, folks, right? So the expectation should be, either Othmann or Perreault have to step up. As simple as that. Not asking for the both of them, but you need one of them to add some scoring punch to your roster this season. Now, there have been a ton of lineup projections coming out over the past week. We're going to talk about two here today. I'm not even going to waste my time with the one NHL.com came out with the other day because there was just so much wrong with that list. So the first one we're going to talk about here today comes from Rangers insider Vince Mercogliano. He has Brennan Othmann slotted in to start as the Rangers' second right wing this season with Perreault in the AHL. If we move along to Puckpedia, they have it the other way. They have Gabe Perreault starting at second right wing and Brennan Othmann in the press box. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad when it comes to both players, and then I'm going to tell you which one should start at that position for the Blue Shirts this season. We're going to kick things off with Brennan Othmann. All right, guys, as you can see, Brennan Othmann stands 6 feet tall, 22 years of age, 175 pounds, played in 22 games last year, had 0 goals, 2 assists for a total of 2 points. He was a +7 in just about 10 minutes of ice time. So guys, this is a former first-round pick in the 2021 NHL Draft, 16th overall. Starting with the good, Othmann has top 6 potential. I know he's played a total of 25 NHL games here. Still hasn't scored a goal, but we can't deny that his shot is electric. That's what he was known for when he was drafted, that offensive mindset. He's a good forechecker, which Mike Sullivan will certainly love. You know that he loves young, aggressive forecheckers. He is elusive in the open ice, but cracks under pressure, guys. He cracks under pressure. So when he's in the open ice, he can make things happen. But when the defense ramps up, you see him fold. Now we're going to get into the bad here. We're going to get into the bad. So I spoke about his shot being explosive. One thing that is not explosive when it comes to Othmann is his skating. He is not an explosive skater. Obviously, for a top 6 wing, you would like his speed, his explosion, his acceleration to be better. But he's still just 22, can hopefully improve in that area. But that is certainly a negative when it comes to his game. Let's not forget, I'm going to take you back to the statistics here for a second. You can see only 22 games last year, right? Not that much time. The reason that is because he was injured last year. Let's not forget, started the season in the AHL, was on a good pace, scored 20 points in 27 games. Then he had that upper body injury, which kept him out for 10 weeks, guys. Slowed down his momentum. But not only that, delayed his call-up to the New York Rangers. So that was the good. That was the bad. Excuse me. That was the good. That was the bad when it comes to Brennan Othmann. Now moving along to Gabe Perreault. As you can see, Puckpedia still has Gabe Perreault projected to play second right wing. Let's talk about the good and bad when it comes to him. Now, this player, I mean, the highest ranked Rangers prospect, I am extremely high on Perreault. There is no doubt he is an elite playmaker. There's just no doubt about it. If you take a look at the stats before he entered the NHL, I mean, this was a 2-point per game player for the U.S. national hockey team, guys. A 2-point per game player, let that sink in. Not only that, but in college, 2 years at Boston College, an over 1 point per game player. I mean, he is just an elite playmaker. His offensive skill set is off the charts. Now, we haven't seen it at the NHL level yet. Obviously, entered the thick of things when the Rangers were in the middle of a playoff race. But he's only played 5 games, guys. That's not enough of a sample size. And I know he struggled. I remember the Tampa game and looking lost. But make no mistake about it. He was engaged every second of ice time he had. Obviously, it was frustrating that he wasn't able to replicate the same type of numbers that he had with the U.S. national hockey team, which obviously we don't expect, or in college. Wasn't able to generate any production at the NHL level. Obviously, that's frustrating. But like I said, it didn't affect his mindset. It didn't affect his effort. He remained engaged. Not only that, but what I really like about Perreault is how calmly he controls the puck, how he's able to score, which makes him a very valuable power play option piece moving forward. But not only that, guys, like I said, this is another prospect with top 6 potential, elite goal scoring potential, elite assist number potential. The problem is that he hasn't had that much experience at the professional level. Obviously, he was drafted 23rd overall in the 2023 NHL draft. The reason he was selected at 23, to be quite honest with you, and not higher, is because the draft class was loaded at the time. But make no mistake about it, he is ranked higher in the Rangers system than Othmann. While I love the both of them, he is the highest ranked Rangers prospect. That is a fact. Now, like I said, there is no perfect answer here for the Rangers. No perfect answer. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's take a look first at Vince's projection. He has Othmann at second right wing. What have I said here on the channel time and time again? The Rangers have a habit of playing their prospects at unconventional positions. Othmann is a natural left wing. It would not be in his best interest to play right wing. I'm sorry, it just wouldn't. You don't mess with a young player that way. They did that with Lafreniere, and look what happened. Moving along, let's take a look at Puckpedia. Perreault, second right wing. You know what I don't like about this, guys? The fact that he's never even played in the AHL yet. Never played a second in the AHL. Only 5 games in the NHL. And he's going to start the year on the opening night roster on the second line. That's tough. But what I'm about to say may shock you. I actually rather Perreault start at second right wing than Othmann. And the reason is because I am so anti playing a young player out of position that I would rather opt to play Perreault and just bank on the fact that he's super talented and figures it out. Because at least he'll be playing his natural position. So I have to keep my stance true on this. I am extremely against playing a young player out of position. I've seen it happen. I've seen it fail. The Rangers have drafted good players and haven't been able to develop them. And that is one of the reasons why. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think below. Do you guys think Othmann or Perreault will have a bigger impact this season? Do you see a kid line 2.0 forming? Do you think the both of them will have an impact? Nevertheless, just leave your comment down below. Who will have the bigger impact? Who would you rather start at second right wing? And if you still haven't hit that free subscribe button, hit that free subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date with everything New York Rangers. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. We will see you back here tomorrow on Rangers Digest. Take care.